Coach's Corner week, and this week we're going to feature a number of spring sports. We're going to start with our girls tennis coach, Larry Williams, the Ponca City girls tennis team. Hard to believe, but have had several matches so far. And Coach, update us on where we're at as far as this point in the season.
Okay, we think we've had three varsity matches so far, Phil. One of them was just kind of the, getting your feet wet type of a situation here in Ponca. The second one, we had some pretty good success from several positions, particularly the number one doubles team of Langston and Whitefield. I don't know if they upset, but they beat somebody from Santa Fe. And then we had a tournament last Thursday where you had 50-mile-an-hour straight winds in Deer Creek, and I don't think we adapted as well as some of the other teams. We did not do real well there, and the Edmond Santa Fe team avenged their loss to us at number one doubles that we got here. Now our JV has had two tournaments, and we've had some medals from that that have been good. I think we've had some pictures in the paper about that situation. And then the junior highs, we have had some success there. We've had some youth that either in their position they won the championship or they won the consolation championship. We just took some junior highs Saturday to Edmond North, and they had a qualifying tournament there. And we didn't even have our number one doubles team, which was Emily Hackney and Ashley Robinson, and we still did very well there. We did 3 out of the 4 positions all were in the consolation championship, and 2 of them lost 8-6 in the championship. They were played 8-game pro sets. But our number one team, that was actually our number 2 team that had to move up, won the consolation championship pretty easy, 8-3. I forget exactly who they beat, one of the Edmond schools. We had to play a lot of the Edmond middle schools, and they're usually pretty strong. So the junior highs are having a real good season, JV pretty good season. I look for the senior highs when we just get more in the groove to be doing better, but so far we're doing okay. It's a great improvement. So
we had John a couple of weeks ago. We didn't talk a lot about who helps with our girls tennis program. Obviously, you run the program, but are there other people that help coach with you in the junior highs, and are the people that work with you in the programs?
Ken Coates, I don't know if you know him or not, but Ken is the assistant coach or the co-coach with me basically, and we both of us have varsity, JV, and junior high together, and we have to kind of spread out our time between about 1:30 and 4:30 with those 3 particular groups. We have a good support group as far as the Serve and Volley Club. Marcy Langston is the president of that, and Mrs. Wines is the vice president, and they've done really well as far as helping us raise money, and we've got some grants from ConocoPhillips this year and from some other places, and so we've been able to provide nice clothes, and they help us also with coaches' meals and some things in the morning that help out as far as making our tournaments here nice to come to. So,
for those that may have noticed a Larry Williams in the newspaper under a lot of photographs, yes, this is the Larry Williams who does that as well. But it was interesting because I think people may have commented they saw a lot of tennis, and in fact a lot of them were junior varsity and junior high tennis pictures in the paper recently.
Oh yeah, we've kind of figured out that it's best because Dave is so busy at the paper. I think he's lacking a person that it's hard for, he's spread thin, and so with my relationship with him doing football and softball and volleyball in the fall and a little bit of basketball to help him out with at least the pictures, I just been writing the articles and taking the pictures and getting them in, and he's been excellent about basically just putting everything in that I've sent. So I think the relationship helps with him.
So once in a while during the match, you just put down your clipboard and pick up your camera and try to take a couple of pictures, huh?
Sometimes. I usually don't do the live shots. If he can get out there, somebody else can do the live shots. I usually wait till afterwards and we get some good results, and I get some of the youth that have either won a championship or come close or consolation or something like that, and I just take more of a still picture of them. But yeah, but I think it's good to let everybody know that the program's up on the upswing and we're doing better.
What's going on now this week for our girls varsity tennis team?
Okay. This week we go to Oklahoma City. Coach Coates has taken the varsity team. This is the only team that's going this week. JV and junior high don't play this week. They're going to go to Oklahoma City to the Putnam North tournament. They're having it at the Oklahoma City Tennis Center. And then I take the girls, which just a real quick rundown would be Megan Carey, Blair Didlake, Taylor Whitefield. Normally Gabby Langston goes, but this time we're taking Emily Allison. We're also taking Sarah Allison and Natalie Baldwin. And we're going to go Friday to what's called the Texas Tango Tournament. I don't know where they got that name, but that's going to be more at the Early Wine Tennis Center there. So we'll be going to that. And then Saturday we do have an inter-squad junior high or middle school tournament, which will kind of help us filter out the girls for next year for tryouts and things like that. So we're going to do that Saturday if it doesn't rain. So.
You just started, it seems like, but we're into April now, so everything is pretty much fast forward from this point on.
Yeah. There is 1 week in about 2 weeks. I'm sure my principal does not like this because it's in the middle of testing that I'm gone 3 straight days in a row. And then there's something on the weekend. We have a varsity tournament that weekend. One thing that might be interesting for you to know is that we did receive the regionals. So we're going to be doing the girls and the boys regionals for tennis here in Ponca City. I think we get one of the east sites, to be real honest. So it'll be more schools from the east side of Oklahoma that'll be coming to us.
Do you have the dates on that, Larry?
In my brain, I thought it was the 5th and the 5th and the 12th,
right,
if I'm not mistaken, on Mondays. I think that's correct. 5th would be the girls and the 12th would be the guys. I'm sure we could be.
How many courts will you utilize in that? Will you utilize the tennis courts at the country club plus the Wally Smith Center, or will you just stay down on 5th Street?
I believe we got the regionals last year, and I believe we stayed just with the Wally Smith Tennis Center courts, to be real honest. We could probably use the country club courts and accomplish it a little bit quicker, but I believe we were able to do that. What we do is we coach, and Coach Larimer and Coach Shelton run our tournament, and then we reciprocate the next week and we run their boys tournament so they can get out there and coach.
Anytime you don't have to travel, that's good. So hosting is good.
That's nice. The girls don't have to. It saves them 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So not that they don't sleep in the suburban going over, but it does save them some time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Good to see you, man. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ponca City girls tennis coach wearing his orange, you'll notice as well, for his OSU, and we appreciate his time. Larry Williams, girls tennis on this week's Coach's Corner.